Now let's look at the third and fourth learning standard in this subtopic 6.2 linear equations in two variables. Let's look at the third learning standard first. Determine and explain possible solutions of linear equations in two variables. The words possible solution over here shows that your linear equations in two variables will has more than one solutions. Okay, why? Let's recall back what is the meaning of solutions for linear equation. Okay, it is supposed to be the numerical value that satisfy the equation. Your answer is supposed to be a specific number, meaning that in this case, solutions of linear equation in two variables, each variables of your equation will has its own specific value, its own specific number. Okay, now to make it more clear, let's look at this example. In this situation, there's a student who has read a total of 7 novels and storybooks for her Nilam's program, and she wants her friends to guess the number of novels and the number of storybooks that she have read. Okay, so now there are so many possible solutions over here, but first you have to come up with the linear equation first. Let's say x is the number of novels and y is the number of storybooks. So you will have x plus y equals to 7. So the possible solutions can be 6 novel plus with 1 storybook, or 5 novel with 2 storybooks, or 4 novel with 3 storybooks, or 3 with 4, 2 with 5, or 1 with 6. Okay. These solutions shows that a linear equation in two variables has many possible pairs of values of solutions. It is in a pair. Your answer is supposed to be in a pair. If you have the value of x, you must also have the value of y. Okay, if x is 6, y is 1. If x is 5, y is equals to 2. If x is 4, y will be 3. If x is 3, y is 4. And if x is 2, y is 5. As well as if x is 1, your y is supposed to be 6. To get the value of 7. Okay, so in this equation, x plus y equals to 7, there are 6 possible pairs of solutions. This pairs is what we call as ordered pair. Okay, the sentence, the word ordered pair is actually written in your textbook, page 136. Okay, so now let's look at another example. Oh yes, each variable has a specific value. Okay, in this case, Osman has bought a total of 5 jerseys for Harimau team and Kancil team. What are the possible numbers of jerseys that can be bought for each team? So the equation here is x plus y equals to 5 because we are taking it as x is the number of jerseys for Harimau team and y is the number of jerseys for Kancil team. So it can be 4 plus 1, 3 plus 2, 2 plus 3, or 1 plus 4. Okay, but do you notice that we can also get a total number of 5 if we add 0 with 5 or 5 with 0? 0 here means 0 jersey for Harimau team, or with 5 jerseys for Kancil team, or 5 jerseys for Harimau team with 0 jerseys of Kancil team. Is this possible? In this case, they are not a possible answers. They are not a possible pair of answers. Why? Because in the question, at least each team will receive 1 jersey. So you cannot include 0 in your answer. Okay, you cannot include 0 in your solution. Okay, now what you have to do is actually you need to remember that you are going to have many possible pairs of values of solution. So there are 3 steps over here. First thing first is you have to choose a value for one of the variable. Let's say if you have x and y. Okay, so choose a value for your x first. Okay, and then you substitute the value of x into the linear equation to find the value of y. Okay, So to make it more clear, look at this. I'm using the same equation as before, x plus y equals to 5. Okay, I am choosing x equals to 1. I let x be equals to 1, so I substitute 1 into the equation and use the equality concept to get y equals to 4. So my first ordered pair of solutions is x equals to 1 and y equals to 4. Next, I let x equals to 2. And then I substitute x equals to 2 into the equation to get y equals to 3. And this is my second ordered pair solution, x equals to 2 and y equals to 3. So this is actually the arrangement. One, you are choosing a value. You determine for on your own what is the value that you want for the first variable, and then substitute it into the equation to find the value of the other variable. Okay, that's why you will have this kind of solution for this question. Okay, so next we are going to draw a graph of linear equations. You are supposed to represent graphically linear equations into variables. Okay, let's say I have this linear equation, x plus y equals to 3, and I am given the value of x -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. Okay, for you to be able to draw the graph, you must find the respective values of y for each x. So, if x equals to -2, by using the equality concept, I will get y equals to 5. When x equals to -1, I will have y equals to 4. If x equals to 0, I will get y equals to 3. If x equals to 1, my answer for y is 2. And if x equals to 2, y will be equals to 1. So these are the ordered pair of solutions for the equation x plus y equals to 3. Now you have to transfer this ordered pair into a graph. So remember, when you have a graph, you must have x-axis, the horizontal line, and the y-axis, the vertical line. And on each axis, it will have a scale. Okay, the intersecting point between these two axes is what we call as origin. Okay, it is 0 for x and 0 for y. Okay, so now how do you plot the ordered pair of the solution? Let's look at the first pair, x equals to -2, y equals to 5. So in the coordinate plane, this is a coordinate plane. Where is x equals to -2? So here is your x equals to -2. So along this line, you will have your point there. Okay, but y is 5. So it is supposed to be along this line. So where does they meet? Where does they intersect? So here is where they intersect. That is your first point. That is your first plotted point. Next, move on to the second pair. X equals to -1, y equals to 4. This is your -1, supposed to be along this line, and 4 is over here for y, along this line. So they intersect at that part, cross it, plot the point by crossing it. Okay, make a cross over there to show the second point. Next pair is 0, 3, 0 for x and 3 for y. So this y-axis is for x equals to 0. And then the y is 3. So meaning that there is your point. Third point, fourth point, x equals to 1 and y equals to 2. This is 1 for x and this is 2 for y. So that is the place where they intersect. Plot it there. And the last one, x equals to 2 and y equals to 1. And your last point is over there. Okay, so you have these 5 points based on the 5 ordered pairs of solution that you look for yourself just now. Okay, so what you have to do next is you to join all the points, okay, from the first point up until the last point. And when you join it together, you will have this kind of graph. Okay, it is actually a straight line. So linear equation will get you a straight line. Okay, so when you draw the graph, make sure you draw more than the first point and more than the last point. It's okay, just draw it more than that. Okay, it is actually longer than that. So this is your graphical presentation of linear equation. This is how you represent a linear equation graphically. That's all for this topic 6.2.